What up YouTube, Art here again with another Call of Duty audio video. We got the beta on PC and one of the first things I did was test my audio tune, and the good news is it's working. The bad news is the audio is largely unfinished. It's a beta. We had the same experience with MWII when it dropped the beta. The audio was actually great in that beta, and then when we got the release game, it was a whole nother story. So I don't want to get too excited in advance, but playing stock audio is not that bad. Bone conduction makes it even better. My tune still works incredibly well, and what I'm going to do is just kind of play back some 6v6 I did. I purposely queued Skid Row because I feel like it's the best place to kind of get repeatable audio cues just because of how the map flows right now. And you'll see me cycle through different tunes. My tune, no tune, bone conduction on, bone conduction off. Both of those things combined, and I'm kind of ranting and raving about my thoughts. I replay a couple things, so make sure you have headphones on to listen to this. One big issue that I do want to stress here before we get into the gameplay is I would really like to see teammate footsteps quieter. I don't know if they can do that, if they have the ability to do that, but there's no reason why I should hear my teammate run up behind me like an elephant. Maybe that would be a cool thing to do with bone conduction and kind of adapt that for Warzone, make it a little less strong in Warzone, but super helpful for our uses, and it could be a super strong perk. I think I rant about that towards the end of the video. So without further ado, let's just jump right into the gameplay. No, I think the audio is unfinished. I think it's a beta, and it's incredibly unfinished. Remember MWII? Hopefully I can find some footage of the footsteps in MWII in the beta, and then I can compare it. Okay, so I'll switch to... Wait. I'm a bot. Hold on. Edit. Bone conduction. Hello, I've been flashed for 7 to 10 business days. Please leave a message after the tone.
Target area updated. Move to the hard point. Hard point compromised. Secure the area.
So this is my tune with bone induction, conduction, induction, seduction, bone conduction headset. I can't see 'cause the ketamine mine. Okay, so it makes everything else quieter, right? But it makes everything else quieter, kinda. But footsteps are just crazy. Unless, of course, they have the sneakers on.
Hardpoint relocated. Secure the target area.
Are they called stealth sneakers? Like that guy, look at this. Poor guy. Ah, but there he is. It sounds the same. One pumped. Okay. So then if I switch this to voice meter, this is stock audio with the bone conduction headset.
You're halfway to mission complete. Finish it.
I mean, that guy wasn't making sound. It's so loud. The game is so loud, stock. I shouldn't have used that. The game is so loud! Okay, stock audio. No tune. No bone conduction headset. Just stock audio. Right? audio. No, stock audio. Boom. Oh God, my poor ears. So no, right there, the footsteps were pretty good. Like, this is stock audio. I clearly heard that dude run up the, run to the left inside and around the, and around the door. I'll play it back here with the magic of editing. I don't know if I heard any of those people. I would say, if anything, the audio stock kind of sounds like a cross between Warzone 1 audio and Modern Warfare 2 audio. Like, it's more Warzone 1 than anything, I think. Because, like, those guys, I heard footsteps on too. You know, I'm very clearly... Maybe it's the IEMs. But I don't know. But again, we have to, you know, keep our expectations kind of tempered, because... the MWII beta had really good audio too. Or, like, at least less like, obfuscated or, like, covered cues, you know? You could more clearly hear, oh, that's a footstep. Oh, that's a... Well, I didn't hear... Oh, that's my teammate. Now, granted, you do have things like the stealth boots, you know, the dead silence boots. But I don't think that stuff's going to come to Warzone, so... You know. Your mileage may vary. I mean, yeah, stock audio is way better than it was, for sure. Let me toggle over to my audio tune. I mean, the one thing is the guns are so much more tame. Yeah, sometimes you just don't hear anything. You know? But teammates, way too loud. Like, I understand that they make sound. I just don't need to hear them that loud, dude. I just don't know that they can do that. I don't know if they have, I think like a player entity is a player entity and it makes sound or it doesn't, you know, like. I mean, I guess that's an option. Like, just don't have the players make sounds. You know? Like don't have the teammates make sounds, you know? Maybe in Warzone especially, to deal with some of the audio clutter. I don't know. Or maybe make it a perk. That would be a banger perk in Warzone. Dims teammates audio. You know? And dims teammate audio, and what else? I mean, it would be nice if it reduced explosions and streaks. But I feel like you'd have to run that in a, like, everybody would run that, right? It would just be bone conduction, but a perk, right? But you'd have to put it in a slot that, like, costs something. You know, like, that's almost like a bird's eye type perk, I think, you know?
And that's how it's done.
I don't know.
We've secured the field. Mission accomplished.
Be interesting. Maybe we get it, maybe we don't. We'll see. Stock audio poo-poo. Tune still works. W. In my testing, I learned that my 7.1 plus loudness EQ tune works almost exactly the same as it does in MWII. That shows to me that they're using very similar audio engine, which isn't surprising because it's all built on the same engine. What was really interesting to me, though, is what was found in the config file, which I'll show on the screen right here. There's a line item here that asks whether you want to use Microsoft's 3D spatializer called Windows Sonic, or if you want to present a standard 7.1 mix. To me, seeing this in the config file, this is incredibly validating. That means that the audio engine in the game is set to accept a 7.1 surround sound output, and so the hi-fi cable plus the loudness EQ really is kind of the ultimate technical cheese. We're broadening the mix as much as possible. With Hisuvi, we're controlling levels, and then with loudness EQ, we're bringing those quiet sounds up. So it's really cool to see this. I'm excited to keep the tune going moving forward. With that being said, I'm not going to update the tune right now at this point for the beta, since the audio is so in progress. I'm going to wait for the release to come out. That's not to say that I don't have recordings, and I'm going to look and see where footsteps are, where gunshots are, and start cooking in the lab. But for an official release, that's going to have to wait until the game is out. That being said, the tune still does work in this title and in Warzone, so if you did want to try that, there will be a link to the guide playlist down below, which will walk you through every video I've done on it, as well as a link to the Calendly where you can book a 30-minute appointment with me, and I will help you set it up. Thanks for hanging around to the end of it. I mean, it's just really hard to test in the game right now. We don't have private matches. Ground War is super inconsistent and just filled with people glitching in the walls, tanks, vehicles, and it's just way too loud. So Skid Row seemed the best place to test. I'm going to continue testing while the beta is live this weekend. While this video goes live, I'm probably live over on Twitch, twitch.tv/art_is_war. And we will have an IM review for the Kiwi Ears Quartets up on the channel next week. I will also be away for a little while going to TwitchCon, so if you're going to be there, at me on Twitter. Find me, I'll be there. So until the next video, I'll catch y'all later. Peace.